So just saying hello and a big welcome. It is Julia from Transmissions of Light, channeling the beings of Absolute Light, and here to share this month's channeled Oracle card reading. So welcoming whoever is joining us in this space, whether you are here now with us on the live video or if you are joining later on replay, please feel free to put your name in the comments and say hello. It's always lovely just to see who's here and to connect with you in that way too. And this is the first share or the first message that will be coming through from the beings of light. For the it's been a 2-week break as opposed to a week break that it usually is, because my mum is here with me in Japan and we're having a lovely time. But I'm very glad also to be back in this space and to be able to share the messages that they are telling me are ready to be shared with you at this time. So I haven't actually pulled the cards in advance this time, so I will be doing that as we go through. And the first deck that they are asking me to pull cards from is this Earth Magic deck. So as I'm just shuffling the cards and pulling the cards that they ask me to pull for this collective, do feel free just to put in the chat who you are, say hello. And they have directed me to 2 cards from this deck, these being the Dawn card, New Beginnings, and then the Waterfall card that says Effortless. And so they are saying, I guess on the screen that's going to be the order they should go in, isn't it? They are saying that we can look at these in conjunction with each other, and as we know, that as many things from the old paradigm and the old era are just starting to disintegrate and not to have as much weight or as influence as they had in the past. It is a time for the beginning of this new light area that we are here to help bring into the earth. So that is what they wish to share with this Dawn card. And then with the Waterfall card, they just want us to focus on that flow of the water, just being particularly centering our intention on being in divine flow and in the flow of what is right for our soul and the soul timeline at this time. And then really inviting in some of that effortless energy, which they really want to highlight that and say that so much on the earth, in the earth plane so far, has been about needing to work hard, to try hard, to put your back into things, to really make a concerted effort to have things be successful. And creation is now going to be much more effortless in a divine aligned way. Like as we align with what it is that the divine wants to bring through us, then everything will just fall into place without us needing to feel like it's as much of a hard work, or they're saying like the word struggle will no longer exist when we are creating in that divine flow. So again, they really want us to put our intention on being in that effortless flow now at this time in the earth plane. And I think that is my cat just asking to be let in at the door. So I'm just going to see if he would come in. So please excuse me for a moment while I just do that. No, he must be feeling a little camera shy today because he was definitely meowing there, but he didn't come in. So that is what they wish to share from this deck. And then the next deck that they guided me to, is this Sacred Light Oracle. And let us see what it is that they wish to share through this today as well. Again, I'll just take a few minutes to shuffle and then receive the guidance about which cards it is they wish to draw to our attention today. So the first one that they draw me to is this Celestial Channel. And the words that are on this card are hidden beauty, remaining optimistic, and staying neutral. And so first they say they do want to draw our attention to the great amounts of celestial light that surround the figure on this card, and that is really what is in place for us now. We are really being supported in that physical formation of the light body, and that our bodies do need great amounts of just time for relaxation and rest as a result. So first they wish to really highlight that and ask us to make sure that we are taking that time, not feeling like we need to be too much for someone else, or just putting so much into our own schedule that we don't have time to take that time for relaxation and rest. And then the other thing that they are drawing my attention to here are the words, not the entire words, but remaining. So just like staying the game, like we are on this path, and so much that the divine wants to bring forth into these realms. The roots of the new earth and of all that is to unfold are in place, and it is just a case of us remaining the course and continuing to be and to hold the love on the planet, the love frequency and the light frequency, and we are asked to ground very strongly into those energies at this time. Then the other words that they are drawing my attention to is these last two, staying neutral. Saying that a lot of what we see in the earth plane at this time may seem on the surface to be a deterioration or a disintegration, or something that we may label as negative, and they want us to be very careful about being as neutral as we can. We are manifesting very fast, they say, and to make sure to keep our attention on what it is that we want to see, rather than really getting caught up in all that distraction and attachment to that which we feel is unsettling, or when we see like something disintegrating, and it can be worrying or frightening, or maybe we get angry that some people don't seem to get it or whatever. They want us to stay out of those kind of more destructive energies, either for ourselves or towards others, and to stay in this very neutral and balanced state where we can truly be that embodiment of the light and the love energy that we are here to shine into the planet at this time. The next card that they draw me to is this energy attachments one. And they are actually just bringing through a clearing for us also. Supporting us in releasing, they say, not or only any kind of attachments, but also just cords to people or things or events in our past or old beliefs and habits that are no longer supporting us. And the words on this card are energy exchange, negative influences, and self-sabotage. And they do draw a slight part of my focus towards this negative influences and self-sabotage, just asking us to be very careful about the energy frequency of what we are surrounding ourselves with, and is it that which is in general uplifting and inspiring and positive for us. That includes our own thoughts. We're in the soup of them the whole time. And then the word exchange, just with a focus on the fact that there are going to be many collaborations, those kind of more work oriented or sharing of our light oriented exchanges building up between those of the light worker community going forth from this point. They want to emphasize, and they really just ask us to be very open to that. And if a thought arises, it'd be really great to work with that person, to put that intention out there, and just allow the universe to bring it to you without getting in your own way, like think, they're too big to want to work with the likes of me, or don't let those kind of self-sabotaging thoughts get in the way. They say the universe is bringing together particular either groups of people or individuals for a very specific purpose at this time, and they want you to both be open to the invitations that you receive, but also more so to the ideas of, that would be a great person to share, do some kind of event with, or have some kind of live call with, or whatever, and to just be really open to that being a real possibility, and asking your guides and angel team to make that possible if it's something that is aligned for you. Then the last card in this deck that they have drawn my attention to is this Cosmic Gateway card. And again, just with a focus on the huge amounts of celestial light, and particularly that very strong connection from above to source. And we are all being upgraded to come into much more concretized, physicalized embodiment of that connection to the source self. And our intuition will be coming online in a much more emphasized way than it has been to this point. They say that is not only for the light worker community, but also for just the collective at large. And they do ask those of us in the light worker community to be of support to people in starting to use their intuition more, to tap into it more, to use it as part of their experience of navigating their day-to-day life, so that more people can become more aligned with that soul aspect of self more quickly. And there's also, actually I have no idea what this bird is. Here there's a small bird, oops, in the corner here, which they are also drawing my attention to. And as I said, while I don't know what this bird is, the word that comes into my mind is kingfisher. And they are saying, just as the kingfisher is very bright and confident in the colors that adorns it and that it wears, they want us to be very open about sharing our unique self, our unique light, and being that like fullest embodiment of the just delightful and lovely self that we are, without allowing what we might think other people think of us, or what people might say to us to constrict us and make us become a lesser version of ourselves. They want us to be very full in expressing all of the beauty of the soul that each of us is, they say. And then the last deck that they have asked me to work with today is again one that they often do pick cards from. This Keepers of the Light Oracle cards by Kyle Gray. And let's see which of the masters wish to come through for us today. So they have again chosen 3 from this. And the first card that they draw my attention to is this Hope card. Love and acceptance. And they are asking us to just focus on the beautiful serenity and the sense of the kind of peace and wisdom and a very conscious embodiment of self and self energy that comes from that connection to the divine and creates a very just sense of grace and beauty. And I was saying that that is the energy that is going to be opening up and becoming available to us, as was mentioned a few minutes ago, that connection to source is a really starting to open up in a very strong way from our third eye and crown chakra and up to source energy above. And then the other thing they are drawing my attention to, and they're first just bringing through a throat chakra activation for us, that we can be confident in the speaking of our truth, they say. And the other thing that they are bringing through or asking me to highlight is this lotus flower around the heart area, and how just large that is. And that is the largeness of the expanded heart of love that they ask us to move into, just flowing and directing love into all of our interactions, whether with self or with others throughout the day. They wish us to make that our main focus this month. I guess we're going into a new month, so through the end of this month and through October. And just are helping to ground in some of that very pure and high frequency vibration of love energy for us now. Now. And then we have Paul the Venetian. And rather than focusing on anything on the card, they say he actually wants to share a message with us. So we will just invite that in for us now. Dear beautiful sisters and brothers living in the earth plane now, I too am one who has spent much time there. I realize the beauty of what a fully sensorily lived life can be. And yet at this time ask you to put your focus more on the spirit nature you are, dedicating more of your energy, your time to allow that side of self to build, to become a more substantial part of the self that you bring into your interactions with those around you. This spirit self is not, never has been separate, only accessed in deep meditation, connection, connected states as you see them, while very beautiful. Are not the goal of why you are here. You are spirit, self, the spirit embodied in human form. It is your intrinsic, your ever-present natural state of being, who you are. Let yourself be present in such a way that you may experience this, the source self that is always there. And he just brought some activations through at the end there to support with this. And then one last card that they have asked me to share today. This is the Almoira card. And first they are just directing my attention to this very expanded third eye. Bringing through various activations with various energies supporting this, most noticeably actually selenite and amethyst to really higher align and upgrade our third eyes. And then he wishes to draw my attention to the words first. And they speak of a cloak of protection and love. And he is just asking us to focus on the feeling of that cloak of protection and divine love around us very tangibly. And he wishes to remind us of how fundamentally supported we are as each aligns with that soul timeline. That is what the whole cosmos is directing energy and flow to at this time. So that is the messages that they wish to bring through to share with the Ascending Collective at this time. I truly hope that they have been of support to you. Whenever and wherever you are listening to this, they will reach you in real time at the moment that is perfect for you and what you need to hear. I'd love to hear from you on the comments. Thank you to those of you both joining us live and on replay. And I will be back on YouTube next week with the regular channeled written message and reading that out for the community there, and then back at the end of next month on Facebook Live for another of these channeled oracle card readings. So with much gratitude, much love and light from my heart to yours, Julia from Transmissions of Light, and thank you so very much for your presence here. Have a beautiful rest of your week, everyone. Stephanie, lovely to see you here. Thank you so much. And everyone else who is joining us, thank you.